we go. There we go. Russ, what's good, my brother? Happy 40th. My boy that made it to the 4-0. Happy birthday, my guy. Reggie, my friend,
Yes,
how are you
sir.
doing?
I'm good now. I am
Up,
good. Well,
muted that. Jaleisha, what's good?
I'm
We
good
all
now,
here
man.
on this beloved Saturday morning live. It's going to be an interesting Saturday morning live, mostly because the East is completely seated. There is nothing that can change except for the emotions and sadness in me and Reggie's voice after watching. I'm not even gonna call them my beloved Hawks. Those Hawks, those chumps. There's always one entity in my life that will find a way to just irritate the existence out of me no matter what happens. And the Atlanta Hawks are the bane of my existence currently. No other way to put it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 98 of the Splashcast, the Saturday Morning Live. We are here. Y'all know what it is on Saturday Morning Live. We pregame preview the games for the weekend. Starting to get towards the what we call the barest of bones season when it comes to sports. I think basketball is winding down, football is winding up, baseball is getting started, hockey is winding down. It is basically golf and meaningless baseball. That is what it's going to be until about from the end of April after the draft until August.
Yeah,
So
y'all. Hey, enjoy that draft time. That's all you're gonna have.
that's all you
Make
go
the
get.
make the best of it. Let me tell you. Yeah, but
I forgot. I
this
forgot. I forgot. I forgot.
this is episode 98. Once again, happy birthday, Russ. Reggie just had a birthday a couple weeks ago, and in that time, clearly his mind has been lost. But this is the Splashcast, aka the realest podcast in the world. This is Saturday Morning Live, and we are rocking fantastically. We're gonna get right into these games. Once again, like we told you before, the Eastern Conference is completely seeded. There is no reason for anybody to play any of their players except for the Atlanta Hawks. And that is only for their own personal self-respect. But we're going to get into the first game of the week, which is Denver versus Utah. Denver has taken first place in the West. I don't think that anybody can catch them. And the Utah Jazz are confidently out of the playoffs, and Lauri Markkanen is going to Finland to serve in the military. We're not picking this game.
No.
Next up, we have Minnesota versus San Antonio. This is a game I actually think could be kind of tricky because Minnesota, I think, does need to win this. That will move them to the 8th spot. And San Antonio has been playing spoiler for about 3 weeks. Every chance they get, they beat the Kings, they beat the Hawks. Whoever them young kids can beat, they jumping them. And
I feel like Minnesota should play their players. I don't. I have stat muse up, but I don't know how many games they've played together. Anthony Edwards, Carl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and I guess now it's Conley on the
Sadie,
isn't
what
Conley on
up?
that team now.
Yeah. Conley's there and he's been playing well. Not very many games. Carl Anthony Towns been out a lot of the season.
He missed like 56
Um,
games. So I mean,
yeah.
we'll get
They
to
should
it,
play
but
this
you,
game.
you
They
got
need
it.
to play
They
this
need to
game.
play, and we'll get to it because just like in Dallas, when the shit about to hit the fan a little bit, um,
Mm,
you gonna have to show some significant improvement for to me Anthony Edwards. I mean, he's now in his third year.
yes. I think that the Rudy Gobert, Carl Anthony Towns experiment has to end. I know
After
that they
one
didn't
year,
really get
or is it 2 years?
it's 1 year, and it's 1 year that Carl Anthony Towns really didn't play it.
Do you?
But it's
So,
a
Well, we here now. I
It's
mean, this is the
it,
conversation because
it's
ain't really
about
much.
star maintenance at this point. That's the only thing. Do I think that they should probably take more time? Yes. Do I think the star on your team, Anthony Edwards, he needs to be in the same spot as Rudy Gobert? So you might have to think about moving Rudy to keep Anthony Edwards happy in this unique market and not get him wanting to come back to Atlanta, where we will be more than happy to have him.
Take them all. Take them all. Take them all.
Yeah,
Whoever you want.
yeah.
Just leave us
Literally.
DeJounte. You can take anybody else. Anybody
Yes.
else.
We're only taking players with a heart going forward. Yeah, they need to play. They need to play and try to figure it out. I don't know if it works, but you should. Yes, you guys are suiting up. If this is a 2K game, this is not a simulation game. You play this one.
You definitely need to
don't lose
play.
to the
I got
computer.
Minnesota beating San Antonio if they play. If they
Me
don't
too,
play their
but-
players, then they should at least play
I-
the first half. You got to do something.
I think that San Antonio could beat them.
Fully
Next,
staffed?
huh?
Fully staffed?
Man, they just beat the Kings and they just beat us after we were up by like 20 points. Yes, San Antonio Spurs have been getting people. If they can catch you if they can catch you slipping, they will. Because they got
awful.
yeah.
Sneaky
And Sochan
right,
be
get
out there.
Rudy out of
Sochan does not know that games don't matter to him. He plays every game full intensity. Next up, we have Philly versus Brooklyn. Oh, we're not picking that. That's the East. Charlotte versus Cavs. That's the East. No, wait, hold on. My bad. I got ahead of myself here. Portland versus the Clippers. Portland is out, and the Clippers need this win.
Clippers. Dame's not playing. This is they've shut Dame down again.
Yeah.
Clippers. Dame, this is our weekly Splash Cast reminder to get out of Portland. Keep up your charities. Keep up your businesses. Keep your house. Keep your kids in the school system. They can go there during the summer. But you need to get out of there, son. You need to get out of there.
Leave your kid. Leave your kids there. You need to go somewhere else.
Immediately.
And then we're going these Eastern Conference games, Hawks versus Boston. Boston. I would assume
Boston gonna
I assume that Boston's bench plays. I assume that Boston's bench beats the Hawks starting five, who only need to play for their self-respect. They lost to Philly with no starters in overtime.
I'm having trouble with my eyes crossed a little bit. I'm looking at both cameras because I want y'all to see the blank stare on YouTube and Instagram. The Hawks lost to the Philadelphia 76ers. Sans Joel Embiid, Elijah Wan, James Stepback Harden, Tyrese Bucket Maxey, DeAnthony Defensive Melton, and I don't even know. And is it PJ? PJ not even on
Tobias
the team.
Harris.
Tobias Boban best friend Harris. They played none of them. We lost.
That's messed up. That's the best thing you can say about it.
That's the nicest thing I can say. I can say overpaid, but that's not fair.
That's over. Fair. That's over. It's over for him. This is the last year of that contract, if I remember correctly.
We lost to McDaniels, a G League player, Shake Milton,
Paul Reed. Oh, no. Jaden Springer. Nothing like coming to Atlanta and making sure that you end up with a career high or a season high. It was a parade inside my city again.
And for some reason, Montrezl Harrell turns into Baby Shaq, and when he plays against the Hawks, because Okongwu is the kryptonite for everybody else except Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell be kicking Okongwu's ass every game
because Montrezl Harrell and Dominique are buddies somehow. Oh, they're both from North Carolina.
Yeah, they're both from Tarboro.
So if you listen to the commentation, all of the commentation from Dominique is about Montrezl. And I like it because they both from North Carolina. And Trez comes to dominate us every time.
Every single time. Every time, bro. And Gordon Yang, 24-8.
George Niang is who he's talking about. That boy
24-8.
Gang.
I said it that way because I didn't know, one, but it also serves the double purpose of proving my point. We don't know who any of these people are. Nobody. We don't know who any of these people are. And they played against the Hawks starters. And
beat
the thing is, the Hawks starters played pretty well on offense. 5 minutes of the game. again. And he
it.
ended up
Hey, that's
blowing
the
the
Trae
last
Young
shot.
specialty. What was that at the end of the game? He just like, I'm gonna wait for
So at the
the
end of the
clock to expire.
game, at the end of the game, he was definitely looking at the game clock and not the shot clock. You can tell that's 100% because there was a second difference.
You're right.
So he was looking at the game
It
shot.
was almost
instead of
2
the
seconds
because
it was 1.9. You're right.
So that's what happened. And once we got to overtime, we knew we were gonna lose. And
we already beat.
Bob Rathman. I know for y'all that's listening, y'all don't know who Bob Rathman is. He is the local play-by-play commentator for the Hawks. If there's anybody that proves that the anchor curse is correct, it's Bob. Bob be like, he's 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Missed. The Hawks are 4-1 in overtime. They won't lose. Miss. We
were
single
undefeated
time.
at home in
lose.
Overtime.
Bob, stop saying them stats, bro. Say it after the game. Say it afterwards. Don't say it before, man. You mess up the juju. We need all the juju we can get, bro.
We have limited juju for that whole damn city now. Charlotte versus the Cavs. East is seeded, not picking that. Magic versus the Heat. Man, pray for us, man, because the Heat own us. Pacers versus Knicks.
We are fully in the second game of the play-in. I'm looking at who we play second because we're going to lose to them. I'm going to tell you that right now. Hawks going to lose.
Raptors, Bucks, East, Rockets, Wizards. Wizards are out of the playoffs. Rockets out of the playoffs.
Are
Bulls,
the Wizards
Pistons.
out? Who's number 9? The Wizards are number 9.
No, the Wizards are eliminated. You got me tripping. I'm
Who's number 9?
Looking at this standing. The Raptors are number 9 and the Bulls are number 10, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I knew I wasn't crazy.
I don't want to play the Raptors either. Both those teams beat us.
Everybody. I mean, we won half the game, so we lost to half the teams too. Hell. Bulls, Pistons, that's the East. Mavs are eliminated. Spurs are eliminated. Timberwolves, Pelicans, that's a very interesting game. That is a game that both teams will need for seeding.
Yeah, I was about to say they both got to play that.
Ooh, that is 8 and 9. And Minnesota will need to win out to pass the Pelicans. And that is the difference between having to win one game versus winning 2 games. And as a team that only has to win 1 game in 2 games, it gives you an immense amount of confidence. And neither team can really afford it. Also, Zion Williamson still rehabbing.
Zion still hurt, Shannon. I don't know what that hamstring strain is. He really may need to just shut it down for a year and go on straight losing weight. It seems like the force on the magnitude and torque that he generates on his body, his joints can't handle it. His ankle, his foot, his hamstring, his hips. Something goes wrong every time, and it seems like he just needs to just go sit down and lose weight. I mean, to me,
until he gets his weight to something which is way away from 300 pounds, there's nothing that he's going to be able to do. If he's not on the other side of 250, really, until he sees closer to about 240, I don't see, Jeanette, what's good? I don't see a way where he continues. Because every year, and you re-signed this contract. And let's not forget, before you had him, you had Anthony Davis. And he was hurt.
You had at a certain point. At the time, they had to re-sign him. If he was, put it this way, if he were to be, if the contract were up this year versus last year, I don't know if I would have picked up his option. But if the contract were up this year versus last year, I think they probably trade him. But last year they assumed that he was going to be better, and he came out, and when he played, you was like, damn, like he's 25 and 9, and then he just gets hurt every single time, bro. And at this point,
Reggie, what did I tell you? I said, if you're the Pelicans, you ship Zion to the Knicks for Julius and a first-round pick. You don't even get multiple picks because you're getting off this contract. In hindsight, one at the end of the season.
Hindsight is always 20/20, though.
No, but now that we can look and say, because he still has way more time to play, would you have made the trade?
For Julius and Zion last year, if I'm the
Mind you,
Pelicans,
Julius
yes.
is the
If I'm the
number one
Pelicans,
team.
yes. If I'm
the number one player on his team.
Hold on. If I'm the Pelicans, yes. If I'm the Knicks, probably not.
The Knicks would have took Zion. 100% would have taken
If I'm the Knicks, why would you take on a contract of more person whose contract is more, because he got a max extension, right? You got more of a contract for a more hurt player with less production, less and no consistency because he hasn't played. Why would you make that trade if
he's younger?
Because he's younger, right? But why? Julius is, how old is Julius Randle?
Wait, he's young. Like he's younger 27? Than Julius. He has a higher ceiling than Julius. He is a much more popular player than Julius. So you're taking it. Yes.
I wouldn't have done that. If I'm the Knicks, I wouldn't have done that.
See, but I think if you go back,
and you wouldn't have done it straight up.
If you go back to the beginning of the season, people would have said the exact opposite. It's no way I'm trading Zion for Julius. Remember the beginning
of this season, yeah.
People were low on Julius and high on Zion. I think now,
because you thought the reason that he sat out the whole year, in the way that it was presented, if you remember, because he was
going to play this year.
He was jumping and dunking and doing all of this stuff.
You're right.
At the end of the year, and you was like, oh, and I think they ended up going to the play-in or something. There was like, there's no reason to bring him back for the play-in. So then they thought he was going to come back. That's why you don't make that trade, and you have to, because what he's shown has been so crazy, and he's jumping off rehabilitation floors, two-handed, whatever.
I don't care about those clips of him not playing basketball. You cheat him. And now, in hindsight, I was right, and they still got Zion not playing. And I think most people now believe how many games you think you have to be betting that he plays at best 60% of the games in next season.
Well, at this point, now it's a nuanced conversation now because the rules change.
I was just about to say that is going to be a big problem for Zion Williamson because trying to play 65 games.
Even though NBA contracts are fully guaranteed, a lot of them are still incentives. There's still a lot of incentives to get you to the 180 whatever.
The kicker. That's how you get the Supermax.
Now, in order to make all NBA, be it MVP or whatever, you got to play a certain amount of games. So if you can't play, they said 67, I believe, 65 games. 65 games. Out of 82. He's never played 65 games. That's a lot of money losing. Now, you can use that as the benefit of your New Orleans, because now you know he's going to play, or he's going to try to play. Ain't no more sitting out no more.
Or you pay him a lot less money. That's the other thing.
Either way, you win that. But now you also stuck with him for 5 more years, right? You now have an asset that's played 2 seasons in 10 years or whatever they got, 2 seasons in 8 years. And he could still end up at 25, 28 going to New York after making all that money and then getting Julius out of there.
That's the reason you move on away from that guy. But no, 25 to 28, like the older he gets, we all know your metabolism is going to slow down. This doesn't mysteriously get better. But
he needs to go work out with LeBron, dog.
He needs Herbalife.
If there's what's that, aloe vera juice, bro? He drinks some aloe vera juice.
Wait. I will say, it's just protein shakes, but if you just eat and drink that all day, I promise you'll lose some weight. But this is the reason I have never been on the Zion train, is because it doesn't make sense. There's no way that he stays in that good a shape.
That's why I say he can go work out with LeBron. I'm not a fan of I like the old NBA just because it was they were fighting and all that stuff. It was more entertaining in terms of the off the field stuff, but the on the field court, I think the NBA is more skilled than it's ever been. I mean, you have guys that are hitting threes like it's nothing. It's a free throw now. But I am a fan of LeBron's preparation and the way that he works out. Him and Giannis. Those two guys are forever in shape all the time. And I think Zion needs to figure out either if they don't want to work out with you, you need to go figure out a way to hire their trainer or their assistant trainer or something. You need to go hire somebody that works with them two dudes. And also, if I'm Sneaky made this good point, if I'm New Orleans, you gotta look at the training staff. Gotta look at them. Gotta look at the training staff. This is two players. I would say I don't want to put on the training staff fully, but this is now two franchise players that have been hurt most of the time in New Orleans.
Well, and that's tricky because if I'm the training staff, you're not blaming me for Zion. He been out of shape. I can't get him into shape. He don't want to eat right. So, no, all I can do is make suggestions to this man. He has to make a life decision. And Anthony Davis, I think he's in the Kawhi Leonard conversation. Bro, I didn't break him. He was broken when he got here. He broken when he went somewhere else. He broken wherever else he is. He's just always injured. Sam, what's good? Yeah, Sam. For me, I'm not, as a training staff, I'm not taking responsibility for either one of those. And y'all, you as the coach, you as the general manager, you as ownership, y'all tell Zion to lose 50 pounds. How about that? I'm the least paid person here.
I mean, the trainer, you can't get mad at the training staff or the nutritionist or whatever, but dog, I mean, if I had $150 million asset or something, he'll move it. Listen, I'll move him into my house. I will monitor you. Something.
You're not gonna AB him. Tom Brady AB was living in this. Hey, bro,
come on, man.
Hey, we're gonna eat at the same time. Get up this morning. Let's go to practice. You got to do something.
You can't do it, dog.
But
Zion, you got to figure it out, big dog.
You got to have better. You got to have better people around you too. They don't know this money is going. Like, hey, bro, we need to get you up. You have to. Hey, yeah, hyperbaric chamber, whatever it takes. Zion needs it all. Hell, lap band, whatever it takes. He got to get below 250 to be a consistent NBA player. He's not tall enough to be 270, 285, 300 pounds.
He's not skilled enough. He's not. I would say he could.
I'm pushing back. I'm pushing back on all of the skill level because I saw this year. It doesn't matter his skill level. He is an ox, and if I don't care who is down there in the paint, he is going to push you out of the way.
Yeah,
now, can he do
out the way now? He's going.
Can he do that at 250 or lower? I'm not sure about. But I don't care about his skill level because when he played, I will 100% say I was kind of concerned he was going to embarrass me. But he didn't play enough games, so a steak dinner on my brother. But I don't – the game is what it is. It's different. I don't know how it works long term, but it is something. But you got to lose weight. You have to be on the floor, and you got to stop after the season. Now, as soon as the season over, give it 1 or 2 weeks, we'll see him dunking somewhere on some trampoline basketball gym where you do backflips. P. Diddy was good.
Yeah. So we said that's really the only. Oh, Memphis plays OKC this week. OKC right now is the 10 seed. They got to win. I'm assuming Memphis probably.
This game is kind of already. Memphis is where they are, and OKC is firmly in the play-in. That's it. They don't have. Yes, that's it. They are the 10th best team.
Because now that we talking about it,
you know what the whoop.
Your man Luka in the Mavs.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about it. I don't know what y'all thought. Let's get to this. This is gonna be an excellent conversation.
Your man Luka in the Mavs.
Go ahead. Hey, I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna sit back.
No, I ain't gonna shoot him up. I want to have a conversation because this is a conversation that's winding because it involves Dorial Finney-Smith, who is now on. What's up, Josh? Who is now on the Brooklyn Nets? Who's making the playoffs? Spencer Dinwiddie, who's now on the Brooklyn Nets, who's making the playoffs and are very integral pieces. all those pieces around Luka that cater to the way Luka played, right? They don't demand the ball. They play defense, except for Spencer Dinwiddie. He's the guy that can score. They don't demand the ball. They play defense. And when they were on the team, I think they were like 5th seed.
Yeah.
You trade those integral pieces for Kyrie, and now you're out of the playoffs.
Yes.
Number one, do you have any more respect for Dorial Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie? Because you talk bad about both of them.
They're the same guys on Brooklyn. No, like, I'm not going to suddenly think that these guys are substantially better. So for me, it's very simple what the Mavericks did. The Mavericks say, all right, well, we have a pretty middling team right now. And we have two guys who are good role players-ish, but this team presently constructed, I am not getting
There it is,
anywhere.
Josh. That's right. There it is, Josh. What's good? Who
Yeah.
mad?
So I've kind of capped my team out with these guys. They're good enough, like, ancillary players, but at the end of the day, them starting on my team is not going to get us anywhere near competitive for a championship. So I see Kyrie Irving. Now, personally, the outside things with Kyrie Irving make it a little tricky for me because he just decides when he plays and when he doesn't. But to trade and try to get a player to complement my star and getting rid of two players that I can replace, I'm going to try for Kyrie Irving. Number one, that's what Luka wanted. Luka wanted Kyrie because they believed it gave him a better chance. And also,
you don't let your players be your GMs. That has failed 1,000% of the time.
No, it hasn't.
Except for
LeBron James.
LeBron won 2018. That was the only time.
Wait. No. LeBron with the Lakers. Anthony Davis.
No.
Now,
so we go back and forth on that cloudy ass ring now.
It is a cloudy ring, but he got a championship. You can't deny that part because I have to hear that part every time. So if I have to hear it, you got to hear it. But, I mean, all this was a swing and a miss. They tried to do something. Either way, they weren't competitive enough to get to the next level. So all you do is you
the finals?
Wait.
Not the Western Conference Finals last year, man. Like, what are
what
are y'all talking about?
But I feel like at this point, it was let's try for Kyrie. If not, we get all the money off the books. We can try it again. That's all it was. It was a swing and a miss. But
the bigger swing and the miss is you put yourself in a rebuild mode when Luka can opt out of a contract. That was the swing and the miss. You could have kept the team's players that you had and made it far enough and sold those players for even more in the off season versus trying to trade for Kyrie and going awful, and then basically tanking the last game and say, "Fuck it, we not going."
That's to me. Like when I look at this, you never want to be a mediocre basketball team. So if you're not really in the top 4 teams or pushing to be right in that level, then you're right, bro. And they just want
top
to
4
me.
Teams
They just
what? Top 4 teams of the conference.
In the conference, because I feel like I don't think that they thought that they would consistently be there.
They were a top 2 team in the conference last year.
Yes, but that was last year. This is this year.
They were number 5. I'm pretty sure they were number 5 when they made that trade.
Yes. But to me, that's that team had run its course. To me, I mean, I guess
matter of fact, they were number 5 or 6 pre-KD to Brooklyn.
They were 4 at the trade
to Phoenix.
They were 4 at the trade deadline, but I didn't consider them one of the top 4 teams in that conference either. Yeah, to me, I went into this knowing this is a high risk, high reward, but I get an opportunity to clean the books of this money, and I can try again at another free agent. So that was always my idea.
I can't figure out how you can say it's okay to blow up a Western Conference Finals team 1 year after making it. Like I don't understand how you literally just said I'm not doing anything if I'm a top 4 seed. Last year they made it to the Western Conference Finals and lost in 6 games. This year they They were fourth in the division when they made the trade. They made the trade. Honestly, if you really want to talk about it, Mark Cuban was stupid for making that trade because you panicked because KD was going to Phoenix. That's why. KD was going to Phoenix and you panicked and you went for Kyrie thinking that you were going to be able to keep Luka with Kyrie and improve, and you traded away literally everybody else. Kyrie and Luka don't mesh. Kyrie needs the ball too much. Kyrie would be good on that team if he were the sixth man. He's not good at the team on the shooting guard. You took away everything that Luka is perfect for what they had. They built the team around Luka.
You have to look at the West and think to yourself, okay, we're not as good as the Nuggets. We're not as good as the Grizzlies. I'm going to leave Sacramento off because at that point in the season, you could not have fully. I could understand how you might not believe in Sacramento. The Suns with KD, I immediately know they're better than me. Warriors and the Clippers are better than me. You're right.
Suns, but KD wasn't on the Suns when they made that trade. They traded Kyrie first. They traded them at the same time. So they didn't make those trades before.
I mean, well, when
at the time, they were fourth in the West.
Yes. But what I'm saying is, and you assume that he did.
No, you assume.
Nah. Because remember, he got Kyrie. So I assume that Kyrie knows what's going on with KD.
What does that mean?
So he knows. I'm sure if I'm Kyrie, I'm gonna tell Mark Cuban, hey man, they're gonna get KD. I'm telling him that immediately.
Kyrie wasn't on the Mavs. Kyrie and KD were traded within like 2 days of each other.
Yes.
I'm saying before all of that happened, all of that, you were fourth in the West. Before all of that, you decided to blow up a team that went to the Western Conference Finals and was fourth in the West. Which you said, so if I'm not a top four team in the conference, then I'm not doing it.
Let me sum this up very quickly. I think that the Mavericks players are not good. So yeah, I'm gonna blow this up. You got to be real with yourself and say the Mavericks players are not good.
They look pretty good in Brooklyn to me, and I've always said Spencer Dinwiddie is good. We have disagreed on Spencer Dinwiddie.
Okay,
they look good in Brooklyn to me.
Yeah, well, when you're playing with Nicholas Claxton, when you're playing with Mikal Bridges, yeah, when you're playing with a better group of players versus Luka.
You had a group of
Luka and who? That team is terrible. I'm not.
I want y'all to take note that he referenced Nicholas Claxton. Now I want y'all to take reference to that because we're gonna end up going to another conversation. But
Max Kleber, let's talk about Dwight Powell and Max Kleber. What are you doing with that?
Making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Them guys are bums. BUM. Bum.
You traded away the guys that weren't. Spencer Dinwiddie's not a bum.
No, I was trying to get Kyrie. I was trying to make it up with him.
Why? Well, they fucked themselves. Ha ha ha. Luka's not in the playoffs. Ha 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 ha. Ha. It is what it is. And I don't even dislike Luka. I like Luka. It's just that your unwavering, biased opinion for everything that he doesn't do versus everything that he does do is hilarious.
This has nothing to do with Luka. This has nothing to do with Luka.
It does.
Okay, for you it does. For me it does not.
Sure. The whole conversation started out with Luka.
No, the conversation for me is the Mavericks. As the Mavericks, I'm strategically looking at a way to put together a good team. The team that I have right now is middling at absolute best. So yes, I'm going to swing.
I don't understand how you can say they were middling.
Okay, you respect those players a lot more than I do.
You respect the team that make it to the Western Conference Finals.
Luka made it to the Western Conference Finals. I think that he did that. Do I think that I can replace Dwight Powell with plenty of people in the NBA? Yes. Do I think that I can replace Max Kleber with plenty of people in the NBA? Yes. Do I think that I can replace DFS with multiple people in the NBA? Absolutely. Do I think that I can replace the majority of people with Tim Hardaway? Yes. And Spencer Dinwiddie too. Yes.
So why didn't they
do it?
Why didn't they do it?
Because
why didn't they get better?
Because
all those pieces are replaceable. They got rid of all those pieces for for a superstar. Why didn't they get better?
Because it didn't work. It doesn't mean that just because you try something, it has to work.
Okay. Let's go to the next conversation because these games don't matter. Sacramento, Denver, Utah, Los Angeles is interesting, but I'm assuming Los Angeles wins that game. The Lakers.
Yeah.
Phoenix and the Clippers. Phoenix is not going to play anybody because KD was out for 5 weeks after slipping and falling during warmups. And then Golden State, Portland, nobody's playing, so it is what it is. Donovan Mitchell. You said Donovan Mitchell was a dime a dozen. You said you can get a Donovan Mitchell anywhere. Those were your words. And now Donovan Mitchell is all NBA again. Scores 71 points. Has the Cavs in the 4th seed. Blase, blase, blah. You gonna put any more respect on Donovan? Is he still a dime a dozen?
They're 5th.
5th seed.
No, they're 4. They're 4. You're right.
Yeah, 4. They're playing the Knicks because the Knicks are 5.
You're right.
Do you put any more respect on Donovan Mitchell now, or is he still a dime a dozen player?
So I'm 50-50 on my assessment of this. Donovan Mitchell, a little bit better than I valued him.
Where did you value him for people that weren't here?
I valued him below Trae Young. I thought
that's a very vague answer. Where do you value Trae Young?
I probably thought that, and I would still have to go back and look at guards. But I probably value him probably as closer to about like 10-ish as a guard. He might be a little bit higher than that.
So he's not a dime a dozen. I just want, because you came in when I brought that up in the group that you said is dime a dozen. You started talking about the trade, and I was like, that wasn't the conversation. You just was doing a lot of yelling to make yourself seem right. You said
dime
that
a dozen
Mitchell
means
was a dime a dozen.
Do I think that? I still ain't really coming off of that too much. I ain't coming off of that too much.
So you not so you are doubling down that. So you're not coming off of that. So you're saying that Donovan Mitchell is a dime a dozen. I just want to. I am asking you to clarify your point.
I'm gonna look. So I'm gonna say, on the Celtics, do I want Jaylen Brown or do I want Donovan Mitchell? I want Jaylen Brown. On the Sixers,
here we go.
James Harden or Donovan Mitchell. That's a split for me. I would either or. Not Darius Garland. I don't want either of the 6 guards. The Brooklyn guards.
I'm not frozen, good on those. By the way, we're not having no technical difficulties or nothing. I'm just waiting on him to walk himself down this point.
Wait. So I'm at 2. It's tricky because I still want.
Oh, it's not.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. So I want to believe that Trae Young is better than Donovan Mitchell. They're like 50-50 for me too. I mean, because Trae's ability to. I don't know the answer to that one. James Harden, Trae Young, and Donovan Mitchell are very. I don't know who I would pick as the best out of those 3 guys.
Whole lot of
Zach LaVine and Donovan Mitchell have to be in the same category.
We're done here. We're done here. We're done here. We're
so
done
okay.
Here.
So
We're
so
done
wait,
here.
wait, wait, wait,
We're
wait,
done
wait.
here. We're done here, y'all.
So wait. So Zach LaVine on the Cavs, how good are they?
Not where they are now. Nope.
Okay, so how good do you think they are?
Not where they are now. Not as good as with Donovan Mitchell.
So do you think that they're better than the Knicks? You think they're better than the Knicks?
I don't think that they're as good with Donovan Mitchell as they are now. I do not.
So
that is the answer to your question.
Okay. So I think with Zach LaVine, they're better than all of the teams they're currently better than. Yes, I think that they're still better than the Knicks because Evan Mobley is a monster. I think that they're still better than the Brooklyn Nets because the Brooklyn Nets are still trying to figure it out.
Stat news. Hold on. Go ahead. Keep
going. Evan Mobley might be defensive player of the year.
Don't let me get you off your clarification. Finish your point. Don't let me get you off your clarification.
Miami. I think that they're better than Miami with Zach LaVine. The Hawks are the Hawks. They're better than the Raptors with Zach LaVine. They're better than the Bulls. I think that they're in the same exact position with Zach LaVine or with Donovan Mitchell. 100%.
I disagree. So for clarification, are you saying that Donovan Mitchell's a dime a dozen or
not?
Boy, it's real definitive earlier this morning. Go ahead.
No, I'm going through. No, yes.
I already know the answer to the question, but you can go ahead and keep going if you want.
Yeah, I still feel like they're about.
You're insane.
Yeah, I'm doubling down on it. I can be crazy. He's not better than Luka. He's not better than Dame. Not better than SGA. He's not better than Steph. He's not better than Booker. He's not better than Ja. Team dependent. Halliburton got to be in the conversation. LaVine's got to be in the conversation. Trey's got to be in the conversation. James Harden got to be in the conversation. Jaylen Brown's got to be in the conversation. Yeah. All of those guys.
You're wild. So first off, I think Donovan Mitchell and Jaylen Brown are in the exact same conversation. I think those two are the more interchangeable pieces than Donovan Mitchell and Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine plays zero defense. Zach LaVine doesn't even create for his other teammates. You, sir, are so disrespectful to me, in my opinion.
Okay.
You, sir, to try to prove your point by saying that Zach LaVine and Donovan Mitchell are interchangeable is insane to me.
Wait. So let's go through it here. Wait.
Do
you think Donovan Mitchell is better than Luka?
No.
Okay. So do you think that he is better than SGA?
Yes. Right now. Yes.
Okay, we're done.
We are done.
We done.
We were done when you said Zach LaVine. We peace out.
Not my out you telling me that one of these, man, hell no. So, okay, wait. That's the one I want. Spider or Trey? Which one you want?
This year, Spider is better than Trey. Spider is better than Trey.
Okay. Well, this is actually kind of good.
Yeah. Everybody. Also, you haven't been looking paid to the competition to the comments. Everybody has been calling out your pivot foot. You've been traveling all over the place.
James Harden or Trey?
How do we get off Donovan? What are you talking about? How do we get off Donovan?
No, I'm trying to get a level set to see how good you think everybody is. I'm trying to figure out the ranking here.
Why?
So yeah,
for
just
Trey, I don't understand that one.
Spider, James Harden, and Trey Young. 1, 2, 3.
Trey would be 3. I would have to say James Harden 2, and then I would take Donovan Mitchell. But I'm not confident in that. But I would take Donovan Mitchell.
But you are, and like once again, this ain't like me trying to be funny or like set up. But you do think that James Harden is confidently better than Trey Young right now.
26 and 20. Yes, because James Harden doesn't make the stupid basketball play at the end of the game. Now, okay. I could also say I don't watch James Harden as much as I watch Trey. So, I don't know. But from what I've seen, Trey Young's basketball IQ at the end of games is so bad that takes him from a top 5 guard in the league to a top 20 guard in the league. Just because you take, we talked about it earlier. We ran it earlier. If you didn't make the stupid decisions at the end of the game, you would be a top 5 point guard in the league easily. Probably top 3 because you got. He had 26. He had 28 and 20 last night.
That is the more disappointing part about Trey is you see how good he could be if he just chilled out, but he just can't. But then so then okay,
Spider
so
Brunson.
now that you,
I take Spider over Brunson.
Brunson at the bottom of that list still.
Who's the starting 2 for Milwaukee?
The Milwaukee is toast. The person their guard representative that you would ask for would be Drew Holiday, and he's on the Brunson part of the list for me.
He's a 2. Well, he's the 1. Boston. To me, if you were to trade Donovan Mitchell for Jaylen Brown,
they're better. The Cavs are better with Jaylen Brown. Hell yeah, he's taller and a better defender. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I've been clicking that button so fast. Trade him.
Philly has nobody at the 2 that they're starting over Donovan Mitchell. Nobody.
No. James Harden is their guy. James Harden is their guard representative. I'm just picking the guard representatives from every team. Because most of these guys are combo guards.
What is that? 56 players? I mean, how many teams? 30 teams? That's 60 players?
Well, because so many of these guys are combo guards.
I'm taking Donovan Mitchell over everybody on Brooklyn.
That's sure.
Guard. Everybody
absolutely.
On Brooklyn.
Everybody on Miami.
Most people for everybody on Miami.
So wait. So you would have Donovan Mitchell 1. Then it sounds like you would have Jaylen Brown 2, James Harden 3, Trey 4.
Talking about guards in the East?
Yeah.
Oh,
where you got Halliburton?
Not in the East. Oh, in the East. I already told y'all. I think Trey is better than Halliburton, and I am going to stick to that. But I would put him at probably right under Trey.
So we got Mitchell at 1, Jaylen Brown at 2. We have James Harden at 3. We have Trey at 4. You have Halliburton at 5. Well, where are you gonna put LaMelo Ball? 6?
On IR? What you talking about?
Ooh, that was a shot.
What you talking about? IR?
Everybody think everything.
LaMelo Ball ain't in this LaMelo ain't in this conversation. I thought you would have said Darius Garland or something. That's where I thought you were going. LaMelo Ball.
Nah. So then and then after.
I know he's trying to bait me, Josh, into ranking the players to defect on his Spider Mitchell disrespect.
Nah. I'm not like trying like everything is like people think everything is a Jedi mind trick. I'm just trying to figure out where your level is. So like Bradley Beal, I would assume that you.
Bradley Beal Donovan Mitchell's better than Donovan. Donovan Mitchell's better than Bradley Beal.
Then who?
Bradley Beal. I think Donovan Mitchell's better than Bradley Beal.
No. I was gonna say Beal. I would assume you think Beal is the worst of the list so far. Dante, what up? From everything
Beal don't
else,
play no defense. Beal
you would have to put him under Halliburton
for anybody. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, so Beal or Brunson?
Brunson.
Bradley Beal, you are chopped liver.
No. Bradley Beal, his role is not to get anybody else involved. He gets nobody else involved. Brunson be having like 48, 8, and 9, right? Bradley Beal don't do nothing for the team.
So Zach LaVine or Bradley Beal?
Push. Either. They're the exact same player to me.
They don't. So that's the bottom of the barrel of guys who you will respect, and we'll leave LaMelo off because he's injured. Okay.
Damn. No, you could put LaMelo on there. Even injured, he right where he need to be.
At the bottom. That's an old. No, son, come back. We're not done. Let me shoot you one more time. Yeah. Okay. That's an impressive list. But yeah.
LaVine is tall Trey with no passing.
That's missing a lot, boy. That's a whole lot missing.
That's
boy.
why when you said Levine and Spy, I was like, shit. Levine does nothing but score. He does nothing else. He ain't no good teammate. He don't like do nothing.
So you think that Donovan Mitchell is a top 5 guard in the NBA? You have to.
The West is SGA. I think him and SGA are the same. I probably Ja. Nah.
Well, you said you picked him.
Yeah.
You said you picked him over SGA.
Yeah. You still got Devin Booker, Steph, De'Aaron Fox, Ja.
You putting Fox above Mitchell? Hell no. I know you're not doing
Anthony Edwards. I mean that's 5 right there. So to say then I think he's top 10 easily.
Wait. So you think Fox is better than Mitchell?
I think that's the same range for me. Fox, Mitchell. Harden.
I did not think you would have Fox nearly that high.
Fox,
I thought you was going
Fox, Mitchell, Harden, SGA is a difficult for me. I still would put Spider above SGA and Fox, but the way that they play, they're very similar guards to me. So I would take them over a lot of guards in the East.
And then Luka
and Harden and Luka. So to say he's top 5 is so that's why I did that, because I don't know if you can say he's top 5, but you can say he's top 10, which means he's not a dime a dozen, which is the original point.
Wait. Also, Dame
a dozen. He's better. Dame, I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
Oh, go ahead. This is the reason we continue
when last time Dame? I mean, OKC. Last time Dame did something worth it in the playoffs was when Paul George was with OKC.
So now that we kind of know your list,
I think Donovan Mitchell is between 7 to 10 in the league, probably 8 to 10, somewhere in there, of guards.
Okay,
you still got Ja. You still got all them. And the original point is,
I'm trying to figure out where you got Dame, because I assume that's under Mitchell, which is under SGA, which is under James Harden, which wait. There we go. That's the reason. Dame or James Harden?
James Harden. James Harden.
If you say that out loud, people gonna think you crazy.
James Harden.
I dare you to put that on your Instagram today.
I don't think people think I would crazy. No. I don't think people think you crazy. I don't think people would think you're crazy if you take James Harden over Dame Lillard. Dame's what, 30, both of them 33 and 35.
Put that on your Instagram today. I just want to see the
you're
response.
trading James Harden for Dame Lillard today.
As the only reason I say this is how badly people have talked about James Harden for the last year. I'm a big James Harden fan. I think that James Harden is better than Dame.
So what are you talking about?
I'm saying this because wait, because you have to understand. You on Crazy Island. You with me. The rest of the world, if you said Dame and James Harden, they will laugh you out of the building.
No, you have to be objective. You have to factor in a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, Norwood definitely did pivot, because he still didn't say the original conversation was Dame is a dime a dozen, is what you said. We just went through the whole list. We went through a whole 30 minutes to say that that Donovan Mitchell is not dime a dozen. We've gotten to the point.
Dime a dozen was probably the wrong idiom to use, but I still think after we had the conversation, he's about 10th best guard in the league. Okay. It's 10 guys
There's 60 guards in the league that start. 60. 64 to be exact. There's 32 teams. Each team has a starting point guard and shooting guard. If he's 10, he's 10 out of 64.
Okay, he's 10. That is what I was really going for. I don't think he's a top 10 guard in the league,
No,
and I
ain't
think
no.
that's what
You
matters.
just said he's 10. How you think he's not a top 10 guard in the league and he's 10?
Because I'm not picking that 10 that you picked. That was your 10. My 10 does not have him there. Clearly.
Sure, man. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
But yes. Also, I want you to go ahead and put that on there. James Harden, Dame Lillard. I think that James Harden is better than Dame Lillard. I want to see how it plays out.
I would take James Harden over Dame Lillard, especially today. Yeah.
I think so too. I think so.
And the reason you take James Harden is because James Harden has what really boosted James Harden up for me is seeing that he can fucking distribute. Once you started distributing, I was like, oh well, Dame. I ain't never seen Dame distribute. How many?
And score not 70. Just distribute, not like just like, all right, well, I'm a pretty good facilitator. He is a top tier facilitator.
He can run the offense. I don't think Philly is where they are with Dame because I don't think Dame can run the offense like James Harden. Yes, now I do agree, Sneaky. Again, I agree with that too.
Yeah, help yourself.
I agree. Dame could have a career renaissance. He could go anywhere else. I think if you put Dame on a contending team, he gets better. I think he does get better.
Miami.
But put dime a dozen in the poll. Take that one to the people. That is a good one.
Dame on Miami is a problem.
The thing is, we've never seen Dame distribute, right? Even when he had CJ McCollum, he wasn't a distributor. If I'm not mistaken.
He doesn't have to be full distributor because Jimmy can pass and Bam can pass. So he can keep that same 5, 6, what is he at, like 5, 6 assists? He can keep that if Jimmy can get his little 5 or 6 and Bam can get his little 5 or 6. Hero be your starting
Bam
two.
Get 5 or 6 assists?
How many assists is Bam Adebayo average?
Yeah, Bam averaged 5, 6 assists. That's amazing if he does. Then Miami is doing a disservice to him. If he's averaging 5 or 6 assists on that team.
No, he averages 3. 3.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow, like at power forward on the Heat, he's averaging 6 assists. I would demand a raise today.
Wait. Now, 2021 and 2019, he averaged 5 assists. That boy, 2020, 25 points, 9 assists, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1.2 steals. That's a hell of a season.
Getting dirty.
God, dog.
Dame averaged
7
assists this year.
You said who did?
Dame, he averaged 7 assists this year.
Yeah.
30.
So yeah, if you could
on that team is awful.
No, but I mean, I don't know, man. But definitely, it's tricky. It's a lot of good guards in the NBA right now.
Yeah, we got to get Dame out of there. Got to get Dame. He's averaging 25, 6, and 4 for his career. Yeah, we got to get Dame out of Portland. You're right, Sneaky. Got to get Dame out of Portland, dog. I'm looking at it here. Got to get Dame out of Portland.
He needs to get to Miami, man. If you could have him at the 1, Hero at the 2, Jimmy at the 3, I still think you need to draft.
I don't know if you can have that, though. That's a lot of money between 4 players. They paid Hero.
No, not Kyle. You got to get rid of Kyle Lowry. Dame and Kyle Lowry contract's not that far off.
Yeah. But you have to trade.
Maybe not. Maybe not, because Dame is on that Portland Supermax.
I was about to say, and you'd have to trade. And if I'm Portland, Miami can kiss my whole ass if you think I'm trading Dame Lillard for Kyle Lowry and whatever picks you got. You ain't got no picks because you traded Kyle Lowry. So that ain't gonna work.
Wait. We need to see how much Kyle Lowry get paid. Because Dame get $44 million. Oh yeah, Kyle Lowry's at $28 million, but you gotta pay him again next year. Ooh.
Yeah, he signed
That's
a
one of
3-year, $85 million get
that was a terrible deal and a terrible trade. There is
at
no
35.
reason.
Why would you do that at 35?
Stupid, dumb,
So Miami
and
can't get. So Miami, you'd have to trade Kyle Lowry and Duncan Robinson to be able to afford Dame, and keep Dame with Jimmy Butler and Bam. Which,
but all
for Miami sounds awesome. For Portland, you kiss my ass.
there's nothing here except for, I mean,
And that's why Miami is fucked, because they don't have anything to do. They have nobody to give other than the two people that you're not willing to give.
the Miami Heat are the Tennessee Titans. You let all your assets get on the wrong side of things.
Like Dallas.
Because even Jimmy, like, you can trade him, but you're not gonna get Jimmy Butler or better back because of his age.
Miami, honestly, and if you know about Pat Riley, I know he's always prides himself on being competitive. They may be a year away from blowing it up, dog. It ain't really blowing it up. It's really just throwing a firecracker down there, because there ain't really a lot of people.
Oh, wait. This is the part that you don't know. Jimmy Butler contract
is up after this year, isn't it? After next year.
Yep. But these are player options or an extension.
Jimmy makes $45 million. He makes 52. That's not right. Come on, Sport Track.
No,
I ain't got that right.
34,
36, 37. Okay, I got it.
That will be for the extension.
If I'm Jimmy, I go to Philly. I go right back to Philly. Y'all
no
can have Tobias. Huh?
No Ben? Like, you can go back now that Ben Simmons is gone, type of thing?
Yeah, they want. Could you imagine Jimmy, Embiid, help me out. Harden, Jimmy,
Maxey,
and Tyrese Maxey? Well, you got to pay Maxey, though.
Yeah, but I mean, Jimmy, see, the thing is, you got another year to Tobias Harris.
Oh, well, you can have my picks for that now. If I'm Philly, I'm making a run at Jimmy Butler.
Tobias Harris getting paid $39 million next year.
But if I'm Miami, why would I do that? And Jimmy would have to opt in after this year, right? If he opts in, it'd be for a sign and trade, because he's not staying. I don't think he's. Now that I know Jimmy's contract information, Jimmy ain't staying there. Ain't no way Jimmy's staying in Miami unless they don't have any money to do anything.
Yeah, well, their issue was they spent that money on Duncan Robinson and they spent that money on Pat
Riley.
Tyler Hero's contract. Yeah, Tyler Hero's not the issue. It's the
Hero ain't the bad guy.
No. It's Duncan Robinson, who is unplayable, and it's Kyle Lowry, who. See, that's the only thing that makes me think I could be a GM. Is there's no way in the world I ever see anybody make a deal like that and be like, I can't. If he's doing that, I can do that. I can do that.
No, I think some of these deals that went through, I think there's money that went under the table. Like, to me, some of these deals, there's no way that money wasn't under the table. Y'all remember when AK-47?
Reggie said it's collusion. That's collusion.
Y'all remember AK-47 signed
Karolinko?
that 1 year, signed that 1 year like $750,000 contract with Brooklyn, and they tried this, and that's when they signed KG and all of them.
Yeah.
It turns out that the owner, I think he was Russian. The owner.
Right now, hey,
no,
that Reggie Davis.
Damn,
I don't want y'all
sold me. Put my whole God.
Hey,
I know where our friendship stands now. My man sold me up the river.
Right around the point where you start playing with Russian oligarchs is the point where me and you go this way. He over here talking to Vladimir Putin. But hey, bro, by the way, No.
Yeah, it was Prokhorov. Yes.
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 Russian oligarch.
He owned the Nets
Correct.
at the time, and he paid AK-47, who was AK-17. I'm sorry, no 47. AK-17 is
47. Andrei Karolinko,
who's Russian, paid him under the table so that they could get them other contracts. That was documented.
That just because it's documented don't mean you have to rehash the details of the investigation.
Why?
All right, when they come to your house talking about, hey, do you know Edward Snowden?
Listen, if we get big enough to the point where people are coming to my house for my thoughts on a sports topic, then that means I've made it. So that's fine. Hey, I will have stuff set up for the next generation, and I'm gonna continue to say what I'm gonna say. It is what it is.
All right. Tekashi. But with that said, this has been a fantastic Saturday morning live.
Yeah, this was fun, man. This is fun. Norwood walked back. He walked back to Jalen Brunson in the chat. He walked back to Donovan Mitchell in the conversation. This has been an awesome little conversation today. It's been great.
It's a lot of hate. They will never. But
it's
nobody tells me.
You only call it hate when you're wrong.
But what about what I was right about today? Nobody said, you know what, you was really right about that.
What were you right about?
Zion Williamson. Look at that. Look at that.
No one would be happy about. First of all, you weren't right about that today. You were right about that a while ago. You just keep saying that you're right about it. You keep saying the same thing. Second of all, that was a 50-50 chance. I ain't like the odds weren't not in your favor. The odds were even. 50-50.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 98, Saturday Morning Live. I'm already thinking that we should name this episode That Came With a Side of Hate. Thank you guys for kicking it with us on this beloved Saturday morning. If you
hate
watch this on the playback,
that's the name of it. Hate is subjective.
Always remember to tell somebody, like, follow, and subscribe. Until we meet again, hang out.
Hang out. Love y'all. Peace. See y'all.
Peace.